Hello there, welcome to this Thinking Bean video called A Diary of a Pothole, and it became clear in a minute why I've called it that. But first I'm going to take you on a journey from where I live, which is a village called Strumpshaw in Norfolk, to the neighbouring village of Blowfield. Here we go. Now that journey is about 1.7 miles. It takes 4 minutes by car, 20 minutes by cycle or mobility scooter, and along the way I counted 65 potholes on just one side of the road. For some strange reason I've become really curious because I'd noticed that these potholes were regularly collapsing, regularly being filled, and regularly collapsing again. In the space of about 12 months since I went down that original pothole, it has been fixed at least 10 times, probably another 5 or so that I didn't notice. But what was common to all these is they didn't last. And also the quality of the work that was done was very variable. There are some examples like this one, which were done fantastic with a lot of pride. And I actually saw the guy who was just finishing it off and took a lovely photograph of it for an album. There were other holes which weren't filled with such pride. 2 old boys turning up literally with a bucket and spade and dumping a load in, and it looked like a muffin on top. And I suppose the idea was the cars then drive over it to flatten it, and it kind of worked. It's quite innovative. Now, what was initially really weird about this whole thing is there weren't any signs telling you there were potholes. There's no warning signs, and given that it's a rural location, there's no streetlights, and it's a very narrow road as well, then there was nothing to warn you of the potholes, so damage was actually quite common. Yet when they filled them in, they put up warning signs like this one telling you that there's a skid risk. Now, I don't know about you, the danger associated with going down a pothole, particularly if you're on a motorbike or a cycle, is a little bit greater than the potential danger of skidding on it. I mean, this baffles me. Perhaps only in the UK with their health and safety and law and I don't know. But anyway, what was interesting, I think we could have done with some warning signs, because in December 2025, one of the lorries that fills the potholes actually fell down a pothole, and it was at the side of the road in one of these passing areas. And because the pothole was so big, when they went down it, the side of the road collapsed into a ditch, and that is where the lorry spent the rest of the day trying to be recovered. So as a little photo recap here, this is what the pothole looked like when I first saw it, and this is what it looked like a year later after having been fixed 10 times. Now, the reason this particular road is busier than normal is because another road has been closed off for health and safety reasons, whilst a 2.1 mile dual carriageway is being built. Now, this small bit of dual carriageway is taking 3 years to do and costing over £100 million, which is why all the traffic over that 3 years has come along this road and it looks like some sort of moonscape. Now, I want to leave you with a question. How is it, in the UK in particular, I don't know what it's like elsewhere, that projects like this cost so much, take so long, and in the case of the potholes here, end up with things that are even worse than when they started? That can't be right, can it? But anyway, I shall leave you with that question. And if you're interested in seeing the progress of this particular pothole and you're in the region, then if you follow what 3 words address, which is auctioned utter thirsty, go and have a look and you'll see its current state, which as I've publishing this video, it looks like this. And I dare say in a few weeks' time, it's going to look like something quite different. So thank you very much for listening. Goodbye now.